so we are moving to the question 2. Or question 2. Okay, so with the question 2, if fixed costs are 4, variable cost per unit 1, and the demand function is given as 2Q is equal to 10 minus P, obtain an expression for profit in terms of Q, and hence sketch a graph of profit against Q. A. For what values of Q does the firm breaks even? B. What's the maximum profit? Okay, so now what we'll do is we will first deduce the information from what? The question. So we have the solution, we have this, we're given first cost. 4. Variable cost per unit. Variable cost per unit. 1. Demand function. Demand function were given 2Q 10 minus P. Now, the A question states that for what values of Q does the firm what breaks even? I got it. Okay. Now, I explained earlier on in the previous video that whenever we are given a demand function, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to make price or P the what subject. I got it. We are supposed to get a price function. But what we have here is not what a price function. So what do? We make P a subject. So when this positive becomes positive P, we already have 10 positive when it comes with negative 2Q. So this is what we were supposed to have been given in the question, but not this. So this is what we use. So this is our price function. Since we have price function, we can calculate for what's total revenue. So we move total revenue. Total revenue is given us price times quantity. Now we have price to the this 10 minus 2Q. Don't forget this quantity, there's a Q. We have total revenue is 10 times Q is 10Q. Negative 2Q times Q is negative 2Q squared. So this becomes our total revenues function. Total revenues function. Let me indicate it. Okay, now we have our total revenues function. But here lies the case, we're given fixed cost and variable cost in the question. So with the fixed cost and the variable cost in the question, how do we use it? Remember that in our previous video as well, we had the formula for total cost was fixed cost plus what variable cost. At the same time, we have another formula for total cost was average cost times what quantity. Now, you will check with this particular question, do we have average cost times? No. So meaning we can't use the formula for total cost as this. Average cost times quantity. We also have total cost, fixed cost plus variable cost times quantity. Now with this question, there is no average cost, so meaning we can't use this formula. With this question, we have fixed cost, we have variable cost, so meaning we are going to this particular formula. I got it. So now let's find for the total cost function. So total cost. Total cost is equal to total fixed cost plus total variable cost of, let me do it, fixed cost plus variable cost times quantity. When fixed cost was given as 4, variable cost per unit was given as 1. So total cost is fixed cost 4, there's the 4, plus variable cost per unit, we have 1. You let me indicate it so that you don't get confused. So total cost was 4 plus Q times 20 is given as Q. So this is our total cost function. Now, we are still not down with the A part. They said for what values of Q. So we've still not gotten what any values. So now, we have total cost. We have total revenue. What else do we have to do? We can find for profit because we know profit is what? Total revenue minus what? Total cost. So now, profit function. Profit is total revenue minus total cost. Where total revenue is this? 10Q minus 2Q squared there's a minus here. Remember to always bring the bracket here. Total cost is given as this 4 plus Q. We have this. We now have profit to be 10 Q squared. We have minus 2 Q squared. Negative 1 times 4 will give us negative 4. Negative 4 is what? Negative Q. Now we have profit is equal to, we have 10 Q squared minus 2 Q squared minus 4 minus what? Q. Now we know that whenever we are about to get a quadratic equation, that's the formula for quadratic equation. Y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Meaning that you are supposed to express this particular profit formula into this format. So based on the quadratic formula, which one comes first? The one which was the square. So the negative 2q squared comes first. Let me write it here so that you guys don't get wrong. Ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, based on the quadratic formula, which one comes first? The one with the square. So we are going to bring this one first. 2q squared. Which one comes second? The one with the x. Sorry, there was no square here. Y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. We bring the one with the square first. So we bring this first. Negative 2q squared. That's it. The next thing is we bring the one with the x. So we have this here. So plus 10q. What next? We have another q here. So minus q. Minus 4. So we have profit is equal to negative 2q squared. 1 minus 10 is giving us what? 9q minus 4. So this is our profit function. So we've still not found for what? The values of Q. Now what we do is, we know to find for break even, total revenue is equal to what? Total cost. Or we use the profit function to find for what? The break even. So we are going to use this profit function to find for what? The values of Q. So let me clear this up. So I have my profit function to be this. Negative 2q squared plus 9q minus 4. Now I have this. How would I be able to use this profit function to find for the values of Q? Since it's in a quadratic equation, you can use the almighty formula, which is given as minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now remember that we're just expressing the form y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, meaning that the one with the square is what? The a. So meaning this is what? A. The one with only a variable is what? The b. So meaning this is what? B. Now the one standing alone, which is the c, is what? Minus 4. Okay, so now you substitute the a, the b, and the c into what? The almighty formula. So when a is equal to minus 2, b is equal to 9, and c is equal to minus 4. So we have, there's a minus here, b was given as 9, so we have 9 here, plus or minus, we have this b squared, so 9 squared, minus 4, a is minus 2, so minus 2, c is minus 4, so minus 4, all over 2a, a was given as minus 2, so minus 2, okay, now, minus 9 plus or minus, we have this 9 squared, we are getting 81. So we have 81 here. Let's do the whole of this. Minus 4 into brackets, minus 2. Bracket open, minus 4. So meaning minus 4 times minus 2 times minus 4. We are getting minus 32. We have this. All over minus 4. So we have minus 9 plus or minus. We have this 81 minus 32. 32. We are having 49. So we have 49. All over minus 4. We have minus 9 plus or minus square root of 49. Square root of 49. We have 7. So we have 7. All over minus 4. Let me go on the side. Now I have this. minus 9 plus or minus 7 over minus 4. Now remember, in the bracket we have plus or minus, so we are going to make this into what? Two forms. So we first pick the first one. Let me do it. The first scale becomes minus 9. Let's pick the plus first. Plus 7 all over what? Minus 4. Now let's pick minus 9. First we use minus. When you're about to use what? First we use plus. The second one we use what? Minus 7 all over what? Minus 4. So we have Q to be. Let's do it. Minus 9 plus 7 over minus 4. We have 0.5. We have half, which is 0.5. Now on this side, minus 9 minus 7 minus 4. What we have? We have 4. Now, meaning that with the A, for what values of Q does the firm breaks even? So the firm breaks even when the values of Q are what? 0.5 units and 4 units. So this is the answer for what? The A. So we move on to what? The B part. What is the maximum profit? Now, to find for the maximum profit, we first start with what? The symmetry of what? Parabola. So the B part. So maximum profit. Now, we first start with what? Symmetry of parabola. Symmetry of parabola. The symmetry of parabola is given as half into bracket A plus B, where the A and B stands for what? The various quantities, i.e. 0.5 and 4. So we'll have into bracket, we let me indicate it for better explanation. When A is equal to 0.5 and B is equal to 4. So we have half into bracket 0.5 plus 4. So what do we get? Half 0.5 plus 4. We are getting 4.5. So half into bracket 4.5. What was it giving us? 1 over 2 times 4.5. I'm getting 2.25. Okay. Let me write it. I'm sure we'll need to do this one. We are asked to find for what? The maximum profit. I now have my symmetry of parabola to 2.25. So meaning that in between the quantities 0.5 and 4, the middle number is 2.25. So let me do it this way. Let me do it here. We have this. This side is skill. It said sketch a graph of profit against skill. Profit against skill. So this is skill. This side is my profit. Okay, so we have it this way. If we could recall, we use this curve if it has a negative coefficient of we have negative 2Q. That's why it's the same idea I could. Now, with our various quantities 0.5 and 4, which one is lowest? 0.5. So we bring that one for 0.5. The next one is for this side is for now. When we use the symmetry of parabola to get our middle figure, what do we get? We have 2.25. So meaning that in between 0.5 and 4, we have what? 2.25. So that's 2.25. So we match it to this side and we move it to this side. Meaning this is the side we are looking for. The profit here is what we want. So how do we get our profit? We had our symmetry of parabola to 2.25, and we now want profit or the maximum profit. So we will put this 2.25 into the profit where there is Q. So we have this. The profit function negative 2Q squared plus 9Q minus 4. So when Q is equal to 2.25, you have profits to be negative 2 into bracket 2.25 squared plus 9 into bracket 2.25 minus 4. So minus 2 into bracket 2.25 squared. What are we getting? We have that's minus 10.125. Okay. Plus 9 times 2.25. What are we getting? 20.25 minus 4. So let me do it together. Minus 10.125 plus 20.25 minus 4. Getting profits to be 6.125. Meaning this side is 6.125. And understanding we have is based on the Cartesian plane. This side is what our x-axis, this side is what our y-axis, y-axis. Meaning that this side, the quantity side is what x. The profit side is what y. So based on our understanding, always x comes first, what comes next? Y. So meaning with this side we have x and y. So which one was the x? This side 2.25. So we have 2.25. Y is what this side 6.125. The previous video I forgot to indicate the side. So based on this understanding, I'm sure you can be able to put it there. Okay. So now we are done with what? The B part. What is the maximum profit? So the maximum profit is what? 6.125. So that's how. So I'll pick a last question on this. Wherever we have what? The average cost function. And I'll show you guys how to use the total cost in position for what? The average cost. So we move on to the question 3. Find an expression for profits function. Given the demand function 2Q plus P is equals 25 and the average cost function is given as AC is equals 32 by Q plus 5. Find the values of Q for which the firm A breaks even, B maximizes profit, C makes a loss of what? 432 units. Okay. So now you have solution. Demand function. Was given us 2Q plus P. We always need a price function, but we're given what? A demand function. So we are supposed to make P the subject to get what? A price function. So that we'll be able to calculate for what? Total revenue. So we make P the subject. So we maintain P. We have 25 here, positive when it comes to negative 2Q. So this is our price function. Okay, so now we want total revenue. This is total revenue. See here, total revenue is given as price times quantity. I have my price of 25 minus 2Q. Remember there's a Q here, so this is the Q. So total revenue is 25 times 0 is 25Q. Negative 2Q times this is negative 2Q squared. So this is my total revenues function. Now, I have average cost there. But I know that when I'm calculating for break-even, I need to get what? Total revenue and what? Total cost. Here lies the case, there is what? Average cost introduced in the question. So we are supposed to find for what? Total cost. But how do we find for the total cost? We know total cost is total fixed cost plus total variable cost times quantity. And also have total cost is what? Average cost times what? Quantity. So now, based on this scenario, let's compare with this particular question. Were we given fixed cost or total fixed cost or total variable cost? No. But we're given what? Average cost. So meaning that with this particular question, we wouldn't be able to use this formula, but rather what? This formula for what? Total cost. That's all we do here. I do. So now, total cost. So let me start. Okay, let me do it. Total cost. Total cost function. Total cost. So total cost is given us average cost times quantity. So total cost, where average cost is 32 over Q plus 5. Remember there's quantity here, so Q. So total cost is given us. Now we have a Q here, so we are going to multiply through by what? Q. So we have 32 over Q times what? Q plus 5 times what? Q. So total cost is equal to Q cancels to 1, 1. So we have 32 plus 5 times Q, we have 5Q. So this becomes our total cost function that we were supposed to have been given in the question, but not with an average cost. So this is the actual total cost we are going to use, right? So this is total cost function. So now, if you want to find for the break-even, we know. So now let me start the A. So break-even. Okay, we know it's what? Profit. Profit is total revenue minus what? Total cost. One might ask, why is that with the break-even you are saying it's profit? With break-even, it's when total revenue is equal to total cost, or when we use what? The profit function. And with this particular question, it's even straightforward. You have total revenue, you have total cost. So what do? When you can find for what's profit using what? The break-even analysis. So now, profit. Total revenue was, we have 25 kilo minus 2 kilo squared. There was a negative here. Total cost, we have 32 plus 5 kilo. Okay. Now, we have this. Profit is given us. Let me rewrite it so that I don't confuse you guys. 25 kilo minus 2 kilo squared minus 32 plus 5 kilo. Okay, so now profit is given us 25 kilo minus 2 kilo squared. There is a minus here. Negate 4 is what? Negative 32. Negate 4 is what? Negate 5 kilo. Okay, so profit is equal to, we are going to make this equation in the form of quadratic, where we have y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. I got it. So now based on this quadratic equation, what comes first? The one with the square. So we have this, so we bring this here, 2 kilo squared. One is the one with the x, so we have plus 25 kilo. There's a kilo here, minus 5 kilo, minus 32. We now have profit to be negative 2 kilo squared. When we subtract 5 from 25, we have plus 20 kilo minus 32. Since it's an equation, a quadratic equation, it's been equated to what? 0. So we have profit is equal to negative 2 kilo squared plus 20 kilo minus 32 is equal to 0. Now, we want the values of kilo for which the firm breaks even. So here we use what? Quadratic formula. So minus b plus or minus, we have this b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, based on this, y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Meaning that the one with the square is what? A. Meaning this is what? Our a. The one with the x, or the one with the q, is what? B. The one standing alone is what? Our c. So now we can claim that. So when a is equal to minus 2, b is equal to 20, and c is equal to minus 32. So minus b is what? 20. So we have, it's minus b. So this is the minus. B was 20, so you have 20 plus or minus b squared, so 20 squared minus, we have 4 here. A was minus 2, b was 20. Sorry, it's c, 4ac. So a is minus 2, c is what? Minus 32. Sorry, it's 2. All over what? 2a. A is what? Minus 2. Minus 2, so there's it. So we have minus 20 plus or minus 20 squared. 20 squared is giving us 400. So we have this 400 minus, we have minus, we have minus 4 into bracket minus 2 into bracket minus 32. What have we gotten? So let me do it. So minus 4 to bracket minus 2 to bracket minus 32. We haven't done okay, so 400. So we have it minus 256 all over 2 times negative is giving a negative 4. So you have minus 20 plus or minus 400 minus 256. You have 144. So 144. That's okay. All over minus 4. So minus 20 plus or minus square root of 144. We have 12. So that's all over minus 4. Now, since the side is plus or minus, we're supposed to separate them. So we pick first Q is equal to minus 20. We pick plus 12 over minus 4. We pick another one. First we use plus, when I'm going to use minus. Minus 20 minus 12 over what? Minus 4. So let's do this one first. Q is equal to minus 20 plus 12 all over minus 4. What are we getting? We have 2 here. What about that side? Minus 20 minus 12 minus 4. We have 8 here. So since it's quantity, it's what's unit? Unit. So with the A part, find the values of Q for when the FM base 7. So the FM base 7, when Q was 2 unit and what? 8 7. So we are done with the A part. We move on towards the B part, maximize profit. So I'm cleaning this side. So I don't want to claim. Sorry, I cleaned it. Let me rewrite my profit function. Let me rewrite the profit function. I shouldn't have cleaned it, I made a mistake. So plus this 5 minus 5 minus x2. So I have this minus 2 x2 plus 20 minus x2 0. So B, maximize what? For what values of Q? For what values of Q? Find the values of Q. For which the firm what? Maximize profit. We now have what? Our break-even what? Values to what? 2 and Q. So the next thing is we find the symmetry of parabola. So symmetry of, so they are going to the B part. Maximize profit. So you first find symmetry of parabola. The symmetry of parabola is given as half into bracket A plus B, where the A and the B refers to what? The quantities we have for the break-even 2 and 8. So when H2 and B is what? 8. So we have half into bracket 2 plus 8. So half into bracket 10. 2 goes here 1, 2 goes here 5. So you have 5 units. I got it. So now we have the middle figure in between 2 and 8 equals 5. Okay. Now let's be clear on the side. So now we have our graph. We have it this way. We have Q. We have profit. Sorry. We have profit. So we have this. Now, 2 and 8. So this side is 2, this side is 8. Using the symmetry of parabola, we have what? 5 units. So this side is 5 units. So we move it here. Now, we want the maximum profit. We already had our symmetry of parabola to what? 5. So we'll put the profit function and put in what? 5. What you see Q. So that's negative 2Q squared plus 20Q minus 32. So when Q is 5, so you have profit to minus 2. You have 5 squared plus 25 minus 32. So we have this minus 2 into brackets 5 squared, where we get minus 15. Plus 20 times 5, you have 100 minus 32. So what are we getting? Minus 50 plus 100 minus 32. you have 18. So meaning that find the values of Q for which the firm maximizes profit. So the firm maximizes profit when it's what? 18. I go. So we are done with the D part. We move on to the C part. The C part states that find the values of Q for which the firm what? Makes a loss of what? 432 units. So as we have indicated, the side, this side is X, this side is Y. So where it's 5 units and what? 18 at the top here. Okay. Let me make this one. I will still need my profit function, so I'm not going to learn it. I will still need this for the C part of the question. So find the values of Q for which the firm makes a loss of 432 units. So now C part makes a loss. Now, what do you understand when we say something is what? Loss, or we say we are making a loss of something? If you are making a loss of something, meaning it's what? You are getting into what? The negatives. I go. If you are making profit, then it's what? It's an add up to you, so it's what? A positive. I go. But since it's making a loss of 432 units, meaning that we are going to equate our profit function to what? Negative what? 432. Why are we equating it to negative 432? Because it's making what? A loss. And understand this, when we are making a loss, it's what? Negative. So we have profit to negative 2Q squared plus 20Q minus 32 is equal to minus 432. It's minus because the question says that it's making what? A loss. Okay. So we have profit is equal to minus 2Q squared plus 20Q minus 322. You want an equation, I go. So we have negative 432. When we move it inside, it becomes plus 432 is equal to 0. Okay, so we have this minus 2Q squared plus 20Q. Now, minus 32 plus 432, what are we getting? 400 plus 400. We now have what? A quadratic equation. So what we do is we are going to use what? The almighty formula. So it's been the quadratic equation is expressed as y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Meaning that the one with the square is what? The a. So this is a. The one with a variable is what? The b. The one standing alone is what? C. So now minus b plus or minus. We have we have b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So when a is equal to minus 2, b is equal to 20, and c is equal to 400. So minus b, so minus 20 plus or minus, okay, b squared. So we have this, so 20 squared minus 4, a is minus 2, c is 400. We have this all over 2, a is minus 2. So you have minus 20 plus or minus, you have this 20 squared is giving me 400. So I have here 400. Okay, minus 4 into bracket minus 2 into bracket 400. What am I getting? 3,200. So plus 3,200 all over 2 times negative 2 gives me what? Negative what? 4. So I have my minus 20 plus or minus 400 plus 3,200, 3,600. So 3,600 all over minus 4. So I have minus 20 plus or minus square root of 3,600. What will get? 60. So 60 over minus 4. Now we have plus or minus. So what we do is we are going to what? Separate them. So we have it this way. So Q is equal to minus 20. We are using the plus, so plus 60 all over minus 4. So Q is equal to, okay, we have Q is equal to minus 20. We are now using, if I use positive, so we are now picking negative. Negative 60 over minus 4. Okay, so let's do the first one. minus 20 plus 60 all over minus 4. You have the set to be minus 10 units. Then minus 20 minus 60 minus 4. You have the set to be 20 units. Since with quantities we don't have negative, what we are going to say is for the firm, find the values of Q for which the firm makes a loss of 432. So it's going to make a loss of what? 20 units. We don't consider a negative unit either. So we pick the loss as what? 20 units. That's all about this question. So this is when there's what average cost, we change it into what total cost either. Thank you all for watching my videos. I'll please advise you guys to share the videos to your friends as well, your classmates, for them to also watch and benefit as well. My name again is Dimitri Kwabnakikeli, a student of UPSA. Please don't forget to tell a tithe to God.